Hello guys, my name is Andreas. Welcome to my channel. Nice for tuning in. And in this video we want to look at some protest videos, protest against the Corona laws, and we got some nice videos here for Vienna from Ostrich. And well, let's just analyze them a bit and get some meta out of it. Like I got one short one here, kind of 11 minutes, and we got like a very long live coverage that is around 5 hours from the somewhere here it says Raptly, like it's this YouTube news network that is quite objective, maybe. And let's just look a bit into it. Okay, we see the protesters here with a very long banner. We can look. We can go to the start of the video. Usually the protests are led on by the police, yeah. And yeah, they're screaming resistance. I try to translate a little bit. He's speaking against the isolation and against imprisoning the people by the new laws. I would just skip a little bit. Maybe we can enlarge this. It's a strong talk. It's strong language he's using. He's really speaking for the matter. And we will continue a little bit. More police, also on the sides. Just turn up the quality a bit. Much about freedom of children. It's a narrative I saw on different protests, protest signs. Yeah, I guess you would consider those people skeptics of the Corona laws. Let's skip further. Right, he's empty now.
Müssen. Das österreichische Volk hat sich Besseres verdient als die größte Anzahl von Ministern, die jemals von der Staatsanwaltschaft.
I will skip even more. Skip more. I would consider this a peaceful protest. But I think some of the people are quite angered, I would say. Yeah, I guess it's good to see a peaceful protest. Let's look into the longer video and see if we find some more interesting scenes, maybe attention, maybe more of the posters, of the slogans. Let's look into it. Here we see more police mobilizing, leading the protest over the street. Okay, let's look at this. This is now a bit more from inside the protest walk crowd. Yeah, it's the 5-hour video I try to skip regularly. Let's go here. Okay. A chorus of slogans. They're like, we are here, we are loud. They're in search of the truth. Let's check a bit further. It's quite a large protest, I have to say. So over 1,000 people, maybe 5 to 10,000 in total, maybe more, maybe a bit less. I don't know. Maybe we get a better guess if we look here. There in the back you can see. I think this is the end back there. We saw the street, but the question is how far is it going to the front? Okay, skip further. Okay, let's get a bit political. I'm not doing those videos to replay like what is already online. Let's make this a bit interactive. You can write your opinions in the chat. What do you think about Corona skepticism? What do you think about truth and woke and base, like these terms? Where do you see yourselves, and what do you think about other stances? You can, here in the video you can see no one is wearing a mask. Nearly no one. So you could say those are strong Corona skeptics, like they have a strong opinion. I'm convinced they do not believe in the severity of the virus, and this is why they show themselves in big groups without masks. How would you call this atmosphere? Like it feels a bit damped. It feels a bit unhappy. It feels unhappy. It's not like a nice party. It's more like a bit of angriness, a bit of resistance, revolting, and still a bit of being ordered. Like the police is all around. The people are obeying those like controlled flow, like no one is doing something special. These are my impressions. I hear some hip hop, some let's skip further. Just like a disco break. Yet some harmonizing music that is still a bit rebellious, maybe you could say, like in a deep sense. Let's yeah, this song is a bit about about elites and control. Let's skip a bit further. But actually, the people are there in that sense of nature, but when they hear the song and that is should like reflect straightly their opinion, they are quite quiet. I think this is funny, but let's go further.
Der VGH, der Verfassungsgerichtshof, hat die Maskenpflicht in Schulen im Frühjahr 2020 aufgehoben und erklärt, die Maskenpflicht in Schulen war gesetzeswidrig.
Now there are some speakers. You don't see them, but there are some speakers, and they are surely speaking against the established politicians, the rules they embark, and try to prove that rules are false and not rightful placed. I would say those speakers should really reflect what the people think, or what is the motivation why the people are there and doing the protest. So yeah, it's I mean, it's you can expect that, but something feels off about this situation here. Like it's like the protesters don't want to hear what they want to hear. Like it's hard to explain. Let's look a bit. Let's look a bit further. We have more speech. Skip a little bit more.
Aber ich habe schon auch Dinge gesehen, wo man denkt, oh, wer bist du, Deppet, das darf.
Jung und habe 5 Kinder. Ich mache die Ausbildung zur diplomierten Lebens- und Sozialberaterin und es ist mir ein Anliegen, unsere Kinder zu schützen.
She's talking about her profession. This is like
Am Ruder sein, einmal so alt sein wie
showing
wir. Und sie sollen gesund sein. Sie sollen die Möglichkeit bekommen,
that the speakers are
einen
close
Job zu haben,
to
und zwar den sie
the rest of the
wollen.
people
Und
standing
nicht
there,
nur
like
dann einen Job machen zu können, wenn sie zu einer Impfung erpresst oder gezwungen werden.
yeah, like giving the people someone to identify with. Also speaking about the children, the freedom of the children. Yeah, we will skip a bit faster now, so we get a good oh, we got bad internet now, but we could also. It's not really better with light, but let's put the quality a bit down. Go back to 2000. There's a bit calming music here. I know they're moving again with the signs. Okay. Some anonymous clothed disguised guy. The right comes from the people, not from Pfizer. Yeah, it's a bit against these pharma companies that are introduced in the last month because of the vaccines and stuff. Like, they're saying join us, like kind of inviting others. Hey, you have to think, if they say join us, they want others to join, okay, but what is the ultimate goal of that? The ultimate goal would be that everyone would like protest on the street, but what would be next? Next would be that everyone is sending the Bundestag away, like the government, and then all the people have to find a new government. So what are they doing? And the answer would be, I guess, establishing a kind of efficient government that would be, I guess, kind of exactly the same that they put away, just with different people. So my opinion also on the protests is that some of them are, even though the slogans look very down to earth, like very also intelligent and skeptic in a good way, but maybe are even too simple. These answers are also too simple to just say something about the stories is not right, so let's make a new government. This is not, I guess, in the end, if you think further, you realize this is not a long-term answer. Yeah. So I guess I've just shown my opinion a bit about Corona and the possible solutions for the what's it called, for the discussions and conflicts between different groups of beliefs. Okay, let's look a bit more into the video. We have, they're still walking. From the looks of it, I would really guess it's about 1,000 people, but it could be more. And you always have to think, if they're like marching 5 hours, all in all, there are often people joining and leaving, and only staying for half an hour or an hour. So you would consider, even though those are only 1,000 people marching, this could still be 4,000 people in the protests. So, but what does this number say? How many people do live in Vienna? Like over 1 million? And it's really hard to guess what those numbers really mean. Like, what are 5,000? What are 10,000 on a protest? What does it mean? Like, is this an important protest then, or yeah? It's also a thing that maybe sometimes is used to show how important something is, but it is really not in a relation that you could, like, logically gain some argument from it. And yeah. So let's just say 1,000. I can see 1,000. Okay. Let's look a bit further. I think here you can see very good, like, I think there at the end, this is blue light, and this is the end of the protest, so you really have like 1,000, like, at one point now. Let's skip a bit further.
Es ist ein Einsperren von
Yeah, at the moment, to be on the, what's it called, to be on the news. The big topic is the advantages you get when you are vaccinated. And the thing is, I'm living in Germany, and I also encountered like one of these things, and it is that you have to pay for a test at some places if you are not vaccinated. So I'm not, at the moment, not vaccinated because personal reasons, whatever, and I need to pay extra. I'm not very rich at the moment. This can change very fast with my YouTube channel, but No, I'm not very rich at the moment. And if you have to pay like every 2 days, like 10 euros for this test, it's quite a lot of money. Just count it up, like if you say in a month and every 3 days, or let's say 5 days, you have 6 times a month you have to get this corona test. This is like 60 euros just for something you usually could do just free. You just could, for example, go to the barber shop free. Like you only pay for the service, but you can sit in there free. And now just walking around the city costs you like 60 euro a month. So this is yeah. It's yeah. People now may say, "Oh, then just get the vaccine. Get the vaccine." But I'm also like someone who says, if this is still a moderate risk, everyone should be able to decide themselves if they are taking some fluid into their body because someone else is advising it. And this is why I think that people that don't have the vaccine should not be especially have problems or disadvantages, like losing 10% of their income just to get by the corona rules. I think it's not. Not quite right. And this is also a topic that should be discussed. And I think it's already is, but in my opinion, not good enough, because you have people that are not happy with the discussions because they think they are one-sided, like in the side that doesn't want to discuss it, but just say it will be like this. Do it. Yeah. Yeah. What more should I say? If you have made negative contact with some new rules, just write it in the comments. Yeah, I will do some videos from time to time, and yeah, I will get on some comments from the last videos and stuff like this. Okay, let's look a bit more in the video. Some more minutes. Here's another pause of the protests. Let's try it. I think it's getting a bit smaller. Maybe this is like a way for the police to smallen the crowd, to just go a bit outside of the city, and the people are a bit lazy and say, "Oh, I go home now." But as you can see, some are still very lively at the task.
Doch das stimmt nicht. Wir sind keine Ungeimpften. Viele von uns sind in vielen Bereichen sehr wohl geimpft. Das Einzige, was man damit bewirken will, ist, die Leute noch mehr Richtung Impfung zu pressen und zu erpressen. Und wir lassen uns das nicht gefallen. Das Einzige, was diese Regierung von uns bekommt, ist Widerstand!
Yes, talking about resistance again here. I really ask myself at a point of this, when you can see that those people are quite seeing themselves as a kind of a resistance, what is quite opposite to the current government and rules. What part of, for example, the Vienna people, citizens, have those opinion? Like, are this really just 5%? Are this 10%, 20%, or are they even a great part? And this is also something you think you could derive from the amount of people protesting, but it's very, very hard to get really those numbers. You could maybe go with the percentage of people being vaccinated is kind of mirrors this relation, but it's also not everyone who's not vaccinated is like sees himself as a corona resistance. So it's very hard to even if you look at those videos a bit and like see it in the news, it's very hard to get an impression what is really going on in the in the great part of the society, you could say. Let's skip a bit more. Okay, it got dark in the meantime. It's evening now, still a lot of people. And yeah, this is the end. Okay. Yeah. I'm just commenting the videos a bit and try to go a bit into the depth about what is happening, maybe the reasons for it, but I want to keep it quite, for most parts, quite flat and simple, because this is not the format that kind of allows like deep insights. It's more like a skip through to what has happened this week. In the EU about protests and stuff. Yeah, sure, watch my other videos and maybe see you in the next video.